This is Daily Armenia, ＳiviLNeT's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Gurgen Arsenyan, a prominent pro-government lawmaker, has resigned, fueling speculation he is set to be appointed as Armenia's next ambassador to Russia, one of the country's most important diplomatic posts. The Armenian Parliament's press office confirmed the resignation in a short release yesterday. Arsenyan has so far not commented publicly on the matter. That comes after reports in the local media suggesting Arsenyan, a senior member of Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's ruling Civil Contract Party, is under consideration to replace Vakharshak Harutyunyan as Yerevan's next envoy to Moscow. Harutyunyan, who previously spent 2 stints as Armenia's defense chief, has served in that role since January 2022. Arsenyan's possible appointment comes as security relations between Armenia and Russia continue to fray, with anger and frustration mounting in Yerevan over what is seen as Moscow's unwillingness or inability to honor its defense obligations. To that point, the Collective Security Treaty Organization, a Kremlin-led military bloc, confirmed earlier this week Armenia would not send troops to take part in joint drills slated for next month in Kyrgyzstan. The week before, Russia formally withdrew border guards that had been stationed at Armenia's main international airport for more than 3 decades. On the other hand, despite that growing friction, business between Yerevan and Moscow continues to boom, approaching $8.5 billion in just the first 6 months of this year, according to new figures out this week from Armenia's state statistical agency. That means Russia accounts for nearly half of all of Armenia's foreign trade. In the latest news from this year's Summer Olympics in Paris, Artur Aleksanyan, a Greco-Roman wrestler competing in the Games for Armenia, has advanced to the finals after beating Cuba's Gabriel Russillo 5-3 in yesterday's semifinals. Aleksanyan will face off against Iran's Mohammad Hadi Saravi today for the gold. Meanwhile, another one of Armenia's Greco-Roman wrestlers, Malkas Amoyan, suffered a 1-3 defeat to Japan's Nao Kusaka in their semi-finals match yesterday. Despite the loss, Amoyan is still in the running for a medal and will face off one more time later today against Uzbekistan's Aram Vardanyan. The winner of that contest, which pits an ethnic Yazidi representing Armenia against an ethnic Armenian representing Uzbekistan, will take home the bronze. Over the weekend, gymnast Artur won Armenia's first and so far only medal at this year's Olympic Games, earning a silver in men's vault. You can also check out all of our coverage of this year's Femino Conference for Women in Business, Science, and Technology, which wrapped up in Yerevan last month. Our team stopped by the conference to learn more about this year's theme, Generative Artificial Intelligence, and hosted 2 speakers, Ida Tin of Clue and Sabrina Palme of Palki Technologies, at our studio for an in-depth conversation on their careers. You can find all of those reports up now on our website at civilnet.am or through the links in the video description below. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 3,057,800. That's Armenia's permanent population as of July 1st, according to the latest figures out this week from the country's state statistical agency. That represents a year-on-year increase of about 112,000 people. The Armenian government defines the permanent population to include people with permanent residency in Armenia, even if they have lived outside of the country for up to the last year. Observers say the increase is largely due to last September's influx of Armenians forcibly displaced from their homes in Nagorno-Karabakh. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.